In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to begin and do the first few rows of the simple shawl. Okay, I'm using a chunky weight so that it's easier for you guys to see me. You're going to use a J hook, and the first thing we're going to do is make a slip knot. Okay, and now we're going to chain 4. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to join with a slip stitch in the first chain right here to form a ring. You can either go under here or you can go under there. I like to go under there, and that gives me my ring. We're going to make a slip stitch, and there we go. See how I keep my finger in there? That's going to help me to go in there because we're going to do all of our stitches for this row into this ring here. So the first thing we're going to do is chain 4. Okay, now we're going to do 3 double crochets into this ring. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to chain 3, do 3 double crochets again. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to do a chain 1 and double crochet again in the ring. Okay, so this is going to be the top of our triangle, and this is going to be the tip. Notice that we have a chain, what looks like a chain 1, and what is a chain 1 over here. This is where our increases are going to go for the shawl, and then we're also going to have some increases as we continue to keep an open tip for our triangle shawl. That's going to create a line down the front. Okay, so now that we have the first row completed, notice we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 posts, even though that's a mock post, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. So that's a good way to put a marker here, or just know that this is the center, and we're going to make sure that we have the same amount of posts on either side, and that will help keep us in check. Okay, so in the next row, row 2, we're going to chain 4. Now you're going to turn and chain, and turn. It doesn't matter which one you do first. I like to chain first. 2, 3, 4. And actually it's going to look like we're just basically flipping it upside down like that. And that will be the correct orientation to start row 2. Okay, so we have our chain 4. The next thing we do is we're going to make 2 double crochets into the first chain 1 space. So here's the chain 1. This is the space under here. So we're going to put 2 double crochets. Okay, now that is our increase. We're going to do that at the beginning of every row. We'll also be doing an increase at the end of every row. Okay, and that'll help keep our triangular shape. So this is going to be the majority of the work is going to be making stitches in the previous rows, double crochet stitches on either side. So the instructions tell us to double crochet into each stitch to the chain 3. Here's the chain 3, which is the center. You can mark this with a marker to keep track of it. But what we're going to do is, you see we have 1, 2, 3 posts. So we should have 3 double crochets here, 1 in each of the top stitch. And again, you can pinch it there and see there's 1, there's 2, there's a post, and there's 1. Don't go there because that is part of the chain. Okay? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay? And now the instructions for doing the center is to do a double crochet, a chain 3, and a double crochet into the chain 3. So this is what this looks like. Double crochet around the chain 3. That will give us our next row's chain 3. And now we're going to, again, in the chain 3, make another double crochet. Okay, so this right here is what we're going to be doing in the center, or the chain 3, every time we get to it in the center. Okay, now on the other side, again, look for the post and then see what stitch belongs to that post. We're not going to go here. We're going to be doing double crochets into each double crochet of the previous row. So there's 1, and there's its adjoining post. This post goes to this stitch, and there's one more stitch there. Okay, so now we're at the chain 4 from the beginning of the previous row. So that's going to act as a double crochet and a chain 1. We do not go into the stitch or into the chain. We're going to go and make our increase at the end with 2 double crochets. Okay, then a chain 1, and then a double crochet again. Okay, so again, this row we should have the same amount of posts on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that is row 1 and row 2 of the simple shawl. Okay, so for row 3, we're going to continue to repeat the row 2 instructions. And note that before we were counting, and so we're in row 2, it says there's 7 double crochets on either side. As you repeat, you're actually going to be increasing by 3 additional double crochets on either side. Okay, so don't let that confuse you. But again, here's what we're going to do at the beginning of every row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to turn it over. Okay, so now you're going to start by doing 2 double crochets into the chain 1. And now we're going to have a lot more. We're going to be doing a double crochet into every double crochet until we run out of them, which is when we get to the chain 3, which is the center. There, one there. Okay, we have one more post, so we're going to go there. Okay, and again, we're going to do a double crochet, a chain 3, another double crochet. All right, and now on the other side, that's not a stitch, that's a chain. We don't go into that. We're going to go, here's the first post, and we go into that stitch. Okay, as we go across. Okay, and there's one more. Okay, now at the end, 2 double crochets, a chain 1, and to finish it off, another double crochet. Okay, now if this starts to, if you notice, if you pull on it there, it'll give you that nice straight look. There we go. All right, again, we're going to flip it, make our chain 4, and now we're ready to start again. Okay, that's it.